Assalamu alaikum. The ISNA, Islamic Society of North America, and European Council, EC, are big organizations, and many people follow them for the beginning of Ramadan and Eid. In this presentation, we will talk about the problem with their method in determining the beginning of the month. I have touched on this issue in a previous video. So if you haven't seen it, please consider seeing it, consider watching it. This time we will talk about the issue in the context of the past Ramadan. We have defined conditions. We have defined conditions for the method of calculations. Very simple conditions that it has to be global, valid all over the world. It has to be simple, hopefully connected to a natural phenomena, and it should not contradict actual sighting. And we have defined possible errors. So what's the possible errors here? False negative. False positive. So false positive essentially means that the new crescent is there, but it's next to impossible to sight it. The false negative, on the other hand, amounts to really rejecting legitimate sighting. So that this type of an error is unacceptable. So at the beginning of the each year, I distribute the dates for Hijri occasions. So in this year, I said Ramadan will be Wednesday, March 22nd. The ISNA and EC have decided and declared that the beginning of Ramadan was Thursday, March 23rd. So who is right and why? Let's take a look at these graphs. These graphs are done by Dr. Khalid Shawkat. They represent the possibility of sighting the moon anywhere in the world, and they are color-coded. So the red color represents difficult sighting. So in this case, you do need optical aid. It's not possible to sight the new crescent without the aid. All the way to green meaning that it's easy to see a new crescent with naked eye. The top graph here represents Tuesday, March 21st. And as we can see, for most of the world, the new crescent cannot be seen or sighted. But there is still a region to the left, which is all the way to the west here, considerable region that it is possible for the new crescent to be sighted. It is in red, but nevertheless, there is a possibility here. So the natural thing to do is to say tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, March 22nd, will be Ramadan. But the ISNA and EC said, rejected this area basically, and said Ramadan will be Thursday. On the lower graph, it is the date here is Thursday, April 20th. We have all colors here, from red, all the way to green. So there are regions where it is really easy to see the new crescent. The yellow line running across the red region, you can see here, yellow line, it's defined here. Elongation 8 degrees and moon altitude 5 degrees. That's exactly the criteria for ISNA and EC. So it means, in other words, that the region to the right of this yellow line is not considered or ignored by their criteria. Notice that in the lower graph, the red region almost reaches Arabia. So it is conceivable that the sighting in Arabia were correct. Of course, the possibility of error cannot be ruled out. I don't really have enough information here, but you can see the problem with the ISNA EC criteria is that it takes out big chunk of the red area within which it is possible to sight the moon. So that is the issue that I wanted to explain here. So on this Thursday, April 20th, clearly the next day, Friday, will be Eid, which is we agreed. My calculations and ISNA and EC calculations are fine with that. So, but we differ at the beginning. So in conclusion, first, I'd like to thank ISNA and EC for their effort, but I urge them to fix their method. Ramadan this year should have started on Wednesday, and this particular problem has occurred before, and probably it will continue to occur as long as they use the same method. Some people have asked me at the beginning of Ramadan, what do you think what we should do, or etc. And I said, stick with your group or community. We don't want problems within communities. We want some kind of measure of unity, even at least at the level of communities. But they do need to fix the problem, in my opinion. Here, I thank you for listening, and I would like to hear from you in the comments. What are your thoughts, and what do you think should be done? Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.